Alrighty, we have a cord here that we're going to put a female end on. It's a lit cord, so you'll know that there's power there when you plug into it. So we're going to open it up here. And we're going to tin our wires before we assemble it. So we're going to turn our iron on here. Turn on our soldering iron that has the light in it, with the temperature. It's a temperature controlled one. So we'll open this up. So we'll open up our cord clamp here. Now there's a piece in here that slides in and out. If you're dealing with a thicker cord, you can slide this little piece up and take it out, but we're working with a lighter gauge wire, so we'll leave that in there. So first we will strip our wires here. We'll just gently score the outer jacket. We'll bend our jacket and we'll break our insulation over the 3 conductors like that. So here in the country I was born in, our cords have a green wire here, which is your ground, the black, which is your live, and your white, which is neutral. So we'll strip our wires. Get them stripped to the same length here. And then we'll just twist our strands together here. Okay, so we get all our strands twisted together here. Now I'll bring the camera down close so you can see the tinning of the wires and the proper connections. So after we twisted our strands together, we'll use our electrical type flux. You cannot use the stuff for plumbing because that has acid in it. But this is designed for electrical. We'll use our electrical solder. Tin our iron, we'll solder, tin our wire. See how I get a nice flow of solder there? Tin my iron. See how I get a nice flow through there and get the wires tinned? This will keep the strands from fraying out. Now I'll just flip it over so you can see the other side. So this is that plastic piece you can pull out if you have a wide or heavier cable, but we have a smaller one, so we'll leave that in there. Slide this in. Okay, so we'll match our wires up to our screws. Black goes on the brass, which is the narrow slot. Green goes on the ground screw, which is the U shape. White goes on the silver screw, the wide slot. Okay, so we'll match our wires up to our holes here. We'll put our ground in our green hole, and we'll just make sure we don't get our insulation caught under the we don't want to get our insulation under the pressure plate. Make sure it's nice and tight. We'll get our white under our silver screw. Make sure again we don't get our insulation caught under the pressure plate, but you want to make sure you get up close to it. Make sure it's nice and tight. We'll get our black one under our brass colored terminal. Make sure we don't get our insulation caught under the pressure plate. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So now we'll just line them, our little key here with our key on this. You'll see the little key here, the little key in here, and we'll just I like the big threads on these things so that they go in easy without having to play with it a lot. There we go. And now up here we'll just make sure we get our cord centered into our clamp here so it's even pressure on the wires inside there. You want even pressure on both sides. We'll get it centered here a little bit better. Okay, there we go. We'll tug, everything's nice and snug. So now we'll check our polarity and make sure it's right. There you can see the code for the 2 orange lights. It shows it's hooked up correctly, and we have a nice light in our female end to let us know there's power.